Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Survivor Girl podcast. My name is Alice, aka the Survivor Girl, and today is a very special episode for me, as today is my Cancerversary. For those who are unaware, a Cancerversary is the day you are declared cancer free, or for thrivers, the day you began your battle with the disease. For me, April 16, 2011 was the day my surgeon walked in and declared me cancer free. The tumor had been removed and my lymph nodes showed no signs of the cancer having spread further. This, of course, didn't mean I was finished treatment. Because of the aggressive and rapid nature of my cancer, I would go on to receive 32 rounds of radiation treatment, which ended in mid-June of 2011. Radiation is to ensure that the cancer is destroyed even at the microscopic level. Sadly, there are trade-offs, but we'll get into that later in the episode. For now, let's talk about why many people celebrate their Cancerversary. You see, it's a celebration of life, of enduring the worst hardship, pain, and suffering imaginable, and coming out the other side a better, stronger, more grateful, and loving person. The Cancerversary is a celebration of yourself, but also a time to give thanks to those who helped you through the journey. I am thankful every day for my doctors and nurses, and for my friends and family who were there every step of the way and gave me strength on days I didn't think I could go on. Remember, your cancer battle is one you will face alone, but you will be surrounded by tremendous support, and celebrating them as well as yourself is something you should do for the rest of your life. This year, I have even more reason to celebrate. You see, last year, my father was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. This was a devastating blow to both him and my family. It's the one time being a cancer survivor felt so much harder because I knew I had to step up and be the strongest person for my family. To explain to him and everyone else what treatment would be like and what it would have to do in order to get through it. My dad went through immunotherapy instead of chemotherapy, which is different but has massive side effects as well. And while the side effects can be less difficult to endure, I knew with his health and advanced age, it would be extremely brutal for him. And that going through it, I would need to be there to help reassure him. Being an advocate and activist, I've done this many times for other people, but doing it for my own father was far more difficult and a lot more emotional. He and I would have very painful and heartfelt conversations that were cathartic for both of us. There were times I had to turn off the switch in my head of being his daughter and just be his advisor, speaking to him from a place of survivor to fighter. There were conversations to reassure other family members too that were hard to have, but I knew this is what was needed from me. I'll admit, there were many days I was deeply broken, mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. But I leaned on my friends, my workouts, my faith, and my meditation to help me get through it. Immunotherapy helped to stabilize my dad's cancer. And while he'll never be completely cancer-free, I'm happy to say that 6 months after being given only 6 months to live, my dad is still here and actually starting to feel better. He's proved to be an amazing fighter, and I'm thankful I have been able to help him during his own battle. You see, that's what it's all about. I know for some survivors, it's not something they want to talk or even think about. It's a terrible topic about a horrible time in their life. But for some of us, it's not about us. I don't share my story because I want to. Hell, it's just as painful for me as every other survivor. But I share it because I have to. Because I want others to know that you can face this demon and live even with metastatic stage 4 cancer. I know my suffering has allowed me to serve a greater purpose. Now, I'm be honest, life after cancer isn't easy. There are things about you that will change. Some for the good, like your ability to endure pain. My pain tolerance is very high. And your ability to face fear. I always tell people, I'm not fearless. I'm always afraid. I just do it anyway, no matter the fear. Some of the things you will live with after cancer, they're not so good. I'm still easily fatigued and have repeatedly developed a hematoma in my right breast. Hell, I'm in need of a needle aspiration right now, even. Also, radiation treatment left me with pulmonary fibrosis, or scar tissue, in my right lung. There is no cure or even an effective treatment, and the asthma medication that I take actually does very little to help. Unfortunately, this is a progressive disease, which will continue to worsen over time, and the long-term prognosis is actually pretty grim. I wasn't aware at the time of treatment that I would develop these issues, but even had I known, I still would have chosen treatment. I mean, how else would I be here to help my dad now? There is a new normal after cancer, and like everything else, you learn to embrace it and move forward. So, what would I go back and say now to that version of me with the shaved head, the catheter in her neck, the port in her chest, the collapsed veins in her arms, whose body was beaten, blackened, broken, and bruised? I'd tell her that despite all her suffering now, her life will get so much better in ways she can't even begin to imagine yet. That one day she will proudly bear a tattoo on her chest that will show the date she was declared cancer-free. And she will spend the rest of her life celebrating that day and sharing her message of hope and triumph. Hell, she'll be nominated for a sports Emmy. She'll meet some of her favorite athletes. She'll find love and lessons and lots of laughs. But most importantly, she will find her purpose and live a tremendous life helping others and fulfilling that purpose. You see, people think cancer makes you weak and frail. But in reality, cancer makes you stronger, more loving, more compassionate, more understanding, more patient, and thoughtful. You are given life to share life. And that's why my Cancerversary is a day that's so special to me. Getting a chance to continue to share my journey with the world, God has blessed me, and I'll continue to bless others every day that I have remaining on this planet. Well, you guys, that's all the time we have today. I need to continue to celebrate my Cancerversary. But I do want to thank all you guys for listening. You can read more of my journey and my thoughts on my website at survivorgirlpodcast.com. And if you want, You can follow me on Blue Side at survivorgirlpodcast.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at the One Survivor Girl. Thank you guys again for listening, and I will absolutely see you back here next time.